Okay, so this whole unit is about place value and understanding place value. So to get started, we need to remind ourselves of the place values and where they go in each number. So we're going to be looking at representing numbers today. The actual definition for place value is the value of the place a digit has in a number. Which pretty much says what it is. It's pretty straightforward there. But to understand better, that basically means that if I have the number, let's say 7, 3, 2, 4, 5, 1. Let's say that's my number. 732,451. This right here, the way this number has been written out, I'll even put my little comma here where it needs to be. This is standard form. Standard form is how we normally write numbers. And now when we're looking at the place of each number, I'm actually going to do this. Turn it sideways. This right here, the very first one, is my ones place. This right here, the 5, is my tens place. This 4 right here is my hundreds place. This 2 right in front of the comma, which always gives it away, is my thousands place. This 3 is my 10,000s place. And the 7 is my 100,000s place. The place value is also given away when you say the number out loud. If I'm reading this number, I say 100,000, 30, there's my 10, 2,000. So 732,000. So I'm saying it out loud. I can hear the place value. 451. So the value of the digit, the value of the 2 is 2,000. The value of the 7 is 700,000. The value of the 3 is 30,000. One way that can really help you is to write it out in expanded form. Expanded form is like taking the number and taking it apart, place value by place value. So 732,451 is 700,000 plus 30,000 plus 2,000 plus 400 plus 50 plus 1. And if I were to sort of squish that up and move all of them into their proper places, it would create, I have the 7 here, but if I moved that 3 up with that, there's my 3. If I move that 2 all the way up, there's my 2. Move that 4, move that 5, and move that 1. It creates that number. So this is called expanded. expanded form. Expanded form can really help you out when you're being asked to give what the value of a certain digit is. If you had a question that said, what is the value of the 2 in 732,451? The answer is not 1,000. The answer is 2,000. The 2 is worth 2,000. This 2 right here is representing 2,000. It's in the thousands place. But that's where it can get you. Because if the question is, what is the value of the 3? The value of the 3 is 30,000. If I were to say, what is the place value of the 3? It's in the 10,000s. That's its place. So you really need to pay attention to the words that are being used in there. There's one more way that we can represent a number. And it is by far the most annoying and tedious way. Word form, writing it out. And again, this is where you can get in trouble because it takes so much time. It's so annoying. It's a lot of pointless, tedious work that you skip over stuff and you make mistakes. In fact, the most mistakes that are made is when there is a 0 inside. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. So if I were to write this in word form, here we go. Yes, 700. Nope, I'm just gonna write it like this. 732,000 451. So 732,451. You're literally writing the words that you are saying out loud when you're reading the number. So this is word form. So here is where we can get into trouble with the word form. If I were to have, let's say, this number. $32,405. Sometimes we skip over the 0 and we just say 450. Or sometimes we say 40 and 5. When there's a 0 in there, sometimes there are little mistakes that can be made, and I've seen it happen. So just make sure that when you're writing it out, read it out loud to yourself first. Just say it, because what you say is exactly what is written. Sound good?
Yes. So that would be about 32,000.
So if I'm going to write this out, it would be 32,405.
Okay.
That's how it would look. 32,405. And in expanded form, it would be 30,000 to 1,405. Because there is nothing in the tens place. So sometimes we don't like that. It's because, you know, look, this is so lovely. Look at that. Oh, it's a perfect triangle that just goes down. It looks nice. It's sort of like that stair step. It's great. But this guy kind of goes la 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 la. Wah. So people don't like that sometimes. And they think, oh, no, that's not right, because it's supposed to go down. So there needs to be something in there. I mean, I guess if you have to, you can put like 2 zeros and then a 5. But I'm just saying that's where careless mistakes can be made, is when you're rushing and you decide to take it into a pattern. and you don't pay attention to the differences. That's where we can make some mistakes. So let's take a look at the guided practice. Let's take a look at what this is asking. So it says, in 1 through 4, write the word form and tell the value of the red digit in each number. So only the red digit. We're not writing the whole thing. So for number 1, I see 15,324. I literally just said the answer out loud. When I read it out loud, I'm saying the answer. It's asking for the word form and the value. 15,324. What number is red? 3. So what is the value of the 3? 300. And it is in... And so it says it wants the word form of it too. So I would say 300, and then I would write 300. For number 2, all I have to do is say the number out loud. 135,467. What's red? The 1. So the value of this is 100,000. And then I'm writing that. 100,000. For number 3, 921,382. The 2 is what's red. It's asking me for the value. What is the value of 2? 2. And what is the word form of it? 2. Okay, let's look at number 4. 275,206. It's asking for the value of 7, which is 70,000. Oops, I wrote the word form first. That's okay. 70,000. And then it says in 5 and 6, write the expanded form. So here's how I want you to be writing expanded form. You write your number first. 42,158. And then you start making your stacks. You start with the 4, okay? So 4, 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't even have to pay attention to that. I just look at how many numbers there are and just fill it out with zeros. Now I go to the 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. Now I go to the 1, 1, 0, 0. 5, drop that down, 5, 0, and then 8. You can underline this to kind of show that it's been separated. And look at that beautiful little triangle you made. Let's try it again for number 6. 63,308. Aha, there's a 0 in there. We got to pay attention to that. So, drop down my 6, finish it off in zeros. Drop down my 3, finish it off in zeros. Drop down my other 3, finish it off in zeros. There is nothing here, so I can either skip it, or if I have to have that routine, because it makes my brain happy, I can just drop in 2 zeros. Sure, that's fine. If it makes you happy, do it. Live your dreams. Then drop in my 8. So I still have a nice little triangle here. This is also helpful when it's asking you for the value of each number. Sometimes it'll say, what are the value of the 3s? Well, one 3 is 30,000. Or, yeah, 3,000. There's my comma. And the other one is 300. So I can tell what my values are when I have expanded them out. Okay? Sound good? It's not that bad, right? It's just some tedious work here, but it really helps us understand numbers. And the work is important. It is annoying to have to write it out like that, but it really does help you understand the numbers and how they work in terms of what their values are and where they are placed.